Hey guys, Mike here. So as you can hear in my diction, most people don't recognize me for being German. That being said, once they realize that my accent is not Canadian, they do pretty quickly realize that I'm from Germany. One of the things that does happen a lot is that once they find that out, they ask me to teach them something in German. Usually I joke, and the things that I teach them or the things that I tell them is two things. If you know two sentences, you can make it through Germany just fine. First sentence being, ein Bier bitte. Just means, one beer please. And then the other one being, wo ist die Toilette? Where is the toilet? I am joking when I say these things, just to kind of get a chuckle out of it, but the truth is, as a tourist, if you're over there, being able to ask where something is will come in quite handy. No matter if you're going to Germany, Switzerland, Austria, if you're able to ask where something is, for example, a castle, or if you're able to ask where the good food is at, it'll come in as a big help and when you do need to find something. So let's just go ahead and start talking about that today and just talk about the where. And we'll discuss different ways that you can ask where something is at. All right, so let's start with the very basics. Where in German is wo? W-O, wo. If you can just simply say wo, Schloss, anybody over there will be able to help you. But all you're asking is where castle. So good thing to know is just the word wo, and that'll get you around. Let's see if we can refine that a little bit. You know the articles for some of these words, and if not, just make sure you keep looking at my other videos where I keep going over vocabulary. But for asking, for example, where the castle is at, you could go, wo ist der Schloss? Again, that's wo ist der Schloss? Where is the castle? Whoa, 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 past Mike. If you're going to teach people something, teach them correctly. It's not der Schloss, it's das Schloss. Schloss is a castle, sometimes a palace. It is also a lock, like a key lock. No matter which word you use, though, it's always das, not there. So if you're going to do it right, dude. And then they'll realize you're a tourist and they'll just point you towards the big building over in the corner of the city. Next, you could also go ahead and get a little bit more refined. You could maybe say that you're looking for something. So instead of saying wo, you could say ich suche was zum Essen. Again, that's ich suche was zum Essen. Directly translated, that just means I am searching for something to eat. Suchen is searching, and it's a good word to just kind of put in the back of your mind as well. Ich suche was zum Essen. I am looking for something to eat. Another thing that you can do is instead of asking wo ist das, or say I'm searching for something, you could also say ask for them to specifically tell you to show you the way. So you could go, können Sie mir den Weg zum Schloss zeigen? So again, we're using castle as an example. Just saying, could you show me the way to the castle? Again, that is, können Sie mir den Weg zum Schloss zeigen? Can you show me the way to the castle? Those are the three ways that you could ask for directions if you're going over there. Again, wo and adding any word onto it will get you what you need. If you're not familiar, if you get anything out of this video, wo is just a good one to remember. That being said, you're going to ask these questions and you're going to get responses, and you need to understand what those responses are. Let's first talk about directions. You have your lefts and your rights. If you point left, that's links. links. Again, left is links. And then your right is recht. Rechts. Again, that's rechts. That's going to be your lefts and your rights whenever they do something. Of course, if you don't understand what they're saying, don't forget you can always say, ich verstehe nicht. I don't understand. Again, that's ich verstehe nicht. It's an important phrase to keep in the back of your mind because you're not going to understand some of the things they say, and they can adjust what they're saying, and most will, for you. So again, links is left, and rechts is right. And if you don't understand what they said, just say, ich verstehe nicht. They might say, es ist beim McDonald's. I'm going to go ahead and say McDonald's because they exist in Germany everywhere, just as bad as here. So, es ist beim McDonald's. It is by McDonald's. Beim is the word to kind of remember here. Beim being by something, right? Okay, so knowing how to ask to go somewhere, kind of maybe understanding what they're trying to tell you when they give you the responses, let's go over some of the things you might ask for. First, you're a tourist, you don't understand how or where they keep places. If you go to Germany, you most of the time can't even just go into a store and expect them to have a restroom, for example. You might end up having to ask a clerk where the nearest one is, and you have a couple of different options for that. Your most common when you ask for a restroom over there is going to be das WC. Again, that is das WC. Yep, just the letters. WC. You could also just ask straight up where the toilet is at. Wo ist die Toilette? Of course, nobody here would ask that ever. So, but if you want to be funny, you can definitely do that. And then, of course, you have a bit cleaner version of toilet, I guess. You could say das Klo. Again, das Klo, which would be wo ist das Klo? And they'll point you towards it. It's more of what little kids would ask, but still, hey, if you want to know it, awesome. Also, if you're asking wo ist something, you might ask where is the nearest store, right? Well, or you're going to want to look for a store, but you want to know the closest one. So what you could say for nearest would be nächste. Again, that is nächste. So wo ist der nächste Laden? Where's the nearest store? Then they're going to look at you crazy because you don't know what kind of store they're looking for, or they don't know what kind of store you're looking for. So you could ask for Lebensmittelgeschäft, which would just be your grocery store. Again, that is Lebensmittelgeschäft. If you're looking for a place to have a couple of drinks, you might ask for a bar. So that would be die Kneipe. Again, die Kneipe. Now in Germany, huge on public transportation. Depending on where you're at in the US, that might be new to you, especially if you live around here in North Texas. But a bus is going to be the normal for you to take while you're over there. So you might need to ask where the nearest bus stop is. So you could just ask, or you could just ask for the Bushaltestelle. Again, that is die Bushaltestelle. Same for train. If you want to take a train from, let's say, Berlin all the way down to Munich, I don't know what your goals are, but you could always ask for ein Zug, or der Bahnhof, which would be your train station. Wo ist der Bahnhof? Would be a good way to ask for that. All right, so let's have a quick summary here. You're walking around in Germany, you need to find the nearest castle. You're going to go, wo ist das Schloss? Hey, there's a random dude here. He's going to answer, das Schloss ist bei McDonald's. He just said that castle is by McDonald's. To look for a train station, you're going to look for a Bahnhof. To look for a bus stop, you're going to look for a Bushaltestelle. To say you're searching for something, you're just going to say Ich suche das Klo. You're looking for the toilet. So yeah, basically, know your vos, know your vocabulary when you're over there. What specifically are you looking for? And you'll be able to find anything you need to. Guys, if you find value in this kind of stuff, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. And I'll see you next time.